Welcome to the live stream. In today's live stream, I will be reading the entire Titanic movie script from 1997. Now, you might be asking why, other than the fact that I might be really bored, which you definitely don't have better things to do while I am sitting in my room on a Friday night when I easily could be hanging out with friends or doing something fun of the nature. I have been challenged to do this by Eric's World, and I am being paid $40 to read the entire Titanic script. And I want to start this as soon as possible. So that way I don't want to drain out my voice, but I just want to explain how the stream is going to work. So I will not be reading the stage notes. I'm not going to tell you guys like the position of the lamp in the room because that's dumb and it's unnecessary. But before every new scene starts, I will be reading out the name of the scene, and then I will start reading the scene. And so I'm only going to read character dialogue, and then just in between every scene, I'm going to say, okay, we're at this scene now. We're at this setting. Also, I don't know how long this stream is going to be. I could finish in an hour if I'm really fast. Probably not, though, because the script version that I have, I could not find a version that's just the dialogue and the scenes. I could find a version that's just the dialogue, but it was kind of pointless because it didn't have any character names or anything like that. So I'm reading just the original script, and it has all the stage notes on there, and I'm going to skip over the stage notes. So that way there might be like a little pause in between every line. Finally, if someone wants to screen record this or clip it or whatever, and then like put my dialogue over the regular Titanic scene and post that, I would love that, and I'll give you a shout out on somewhere. We got people in the chat that I'm going to shout out now. I forgot to mention, I'm probably not going to be referencing or reading the chat whatsoever during this stream because, again, it will just take me even longer. But we have 117 Legion. We have Eric's World, the man himself who challenged me. Abrix is here. Ricky is here. Iron Blaster is here. And he brings up an important question. Am I doing accents and voices? I will try, but as the stream goes on, I might get tired of it. So without any further ado, let's start reading this Titanic script. Okay, so we start. The first three scenes actually don't have any dialogue. So we start at scene 4, which is the interior of the MIR-1. We are here. Come left a little. She's right in front of us. 18 meters. 15, 13. You should see it. Do you see it? I don't see it there. It still gets me every time. It's just your guilt because of a stealing from the dead. Thanks, Toila. Work with me. Here. It still gets me every time to see the sad ruin of the great ship sitting here, where she landed at 2:30 in the morning, April 15th, 1912, after a long fall from the world above. You are so full of shit, boss. Dive 9. Here we are again on the deck of the Titanic, 2.5 miles down. The pressure is 3 tons per square inch, enough to crush us like a freight train going over an ant if our hull fails. These windows are 9 inches thick, and if they go, it's sayonara in 2 microseconds. Right, let's go to work. Walking the dog. I'm in the sitting room, heading for bedroom B54. Stay off the floor. Don't stir it up like you did yesterday. I'm trying, boss. I'm crossing the bedroom. Okay, I want to see what's under that wardrobe door. Easy, Lewis. Take it slow. Oh, daddy-o, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Oh, baby, baby, baby. It's payday, boys. We are now at the exterior stern of deck Kaldish. Scene 14. Who's the best? Say it. You are, Lewis. You rolling? Rolling. Well, here it is, the moment of truth. Here's where we find out if the time, the sweat, the money spent to charter this ship and these subs to come out here in the middle of the North Atlantic were worth it. If what we think is in that safe, it will be. Shit. You know, boss, this happened to Giraldo and his career never recovered. Get that out of my face. We are now on scene 15 inside of the lab deck preservation room. You send out what I tell you when I tell you. I'm signing your paychecks, not 60 minutes. Now get up for the uplink. The partners want to know, how's it going? How's it going? It's like a first date in prison. What do you think? Hi, Dave. Barry, look, it wasn't in the safe. No, don't worry about it. There's still plenty of places it could be. In the floor, debris, in the suite, in the mother's room, in the purser safe, on the sea deck. Hang on a second. I'll be goddamned. 16, scene 16, insert. Treasure hunter Brock Lovett is best known for finding Spanish gold and sunken galleons in the Caribbean. Now he is using deep submergence technology to work 2.5 miles down at another famous wreck, the Titanic. He's live with us via satellite from Russian search ship in the middle of the Atlantic. Hello, Brock. Yes, hi, Tracy. You know, Titanic is not just a shipwreck. Titanic is the shipwreck. It's the Mount Everest of shipwrecks. Scene 17, interior of house/ceramic studio. I've planned this expedition for 3 years, and we're out here recovering some amazing things that will have enormous historical and education value. But it's no secret that education is not your main purpose. You're a treasure hunter, so what's the treasure you're hunting? I'd rather show you than tell you, and I think we're very close to doing that. Turn that up, please, dear. Your expedition is at the center of a storm of controversy over salvage rights and even ethics. Many are calling you a grave robber. Nobody called the recovery on the artifacts from King Tut's tomb grave robbing. I have museum-trained experts here, making sure this stuff is preserved and cataloged properly. Look at this drawing, which was found today. A piece of paper that has been underwater for 84 years. My team are able to preserve it intact. Should have this remained unseen at the bottom of the ocean for eternity when we can see it and enjoy it now? I'll be goddamned. There's a satellite call for you. Scene 18, exterior Kaldish deck, nighttime. Bobby, we're launching. See these submersibles here going in the water? Take a message. No, trust me, you want to take this call. Scene 19, interior of the lab deck, Kaldish, nighttime. This is Brock Lovett. What can I do for you, Mrs. Rose Calvert? Mrs. Calvert? I was wondering if you had found the heart of the ocean yet, Mr. Lovett. I told you you wanted to take this call. All right, you have my attention, Rose. Can you tell me who that woman in the picture is? Oh, yes, the woman in the picture is me. Scene 20, exterior of the ocean, daytime. Checking the chat real quick. There was no dialogue during that scene. Scene 21, exterior Kelvish, daytime. She's a goddamn liar, a nutcase. Like that, what's her name? That Anastasia babe. They're inbound. She says she's Rose DeWitt Bukater, right? Rose DeWitt Bukater died on the Titanic at the age of 17. If she'd lived, she'd be over 100 now. 101 next month. Okay, so she's a very old goddamned liar. I traced her as far back as the 20s. She's working as an actress in LA. An actress. Her name was Rose Dawson, and she married a guy named Calvert, moved to Cedar Rapids, and had 2 kids. Now Calvert's dead, and from what I've heard, Cedar Rapids is dead. And everybody knows about the diamond is supposed to be dead or on the ship, but she knows about it, and I want to hear what she has to say. Got it? Scene 22, exterior of the Kelvish helipad. Excuse me, I have to go check our supply of pens. Scene 23, interior of Rose's stateroom in the Kaldish. Is your stateroom all right? Yes, very nice. Have you met my granddaughter, Lizzie? She takes care of me. Yes, we met just a few minutes ago, Grandma. Remember, up on deck? Oh, yes. There, that's nice. I have too many pictures when I travel. And Freddie, of course. Isn't that right, sweetie? Would you like anything? I should like to see my drawing. Scene 24, interior lab deck preservation area. No dialogue. Scene 28. Louis XVI wore a fabulous stone called the Blue Diamond of the Crown, which disappeared in 1792, about the time that Louis lost everything from the neck up. The theory goes that the crown diamond was chopped too, recut into a heart-like shape, and it became Le Coeur de la Mer, the heart of the ocean. Today, it will be worth more than the Hope Diamond. It was a dreadful, heavy thing. I only wore it this once. You actually believe this is you, Grandma? It is me, dear. Wasn't I a hot number? I traced it down through insurance records, an old claim that was settled under terms of absolute secrecy. Do you know who the claimant was, Rost? Someone named Hockley, I should imagine. Nathan Hockley, right, Pittsburgh steel tycoon. For a diamond necklace his son, Caledon Hockley, bought in France for his fiancée, a week before he sailed on the Titanic. And the claim was filed right after the sinking. So the diamond had to have gone down with the ship. See the date? April 14th, 1912. If your grandma is who she says she is, she was wearing the diamond the day the Titanic sank. And that makes you my new best friend. I will happily compensate you for anything you can tell us that will lead to its recovery. I don't want your money, Mr. Levitt. I know how hard it is for people who care greatly for money to give some away. You don't want anything? You may give me this, if anything I tell you is of value. Deal. Over here are a few things we've recovered from your staterooms. Laid out on a work... Never mind, that is a stage note. This was mine. How extraordinary. It looks the same as the last time I saw it. The reflection has changed a bit. My mother's brooch, she wanted to go back for it, caused quite a fuss. Are you ready to go back to Titanic? Scene 29, Interior Imaging Shack, Keldish. Live from 12,000 feet. The bow is struck in the bottom like an axe from the impact. Here, I can run a simulation we worked up on this monitor over here. We've pulled together the world's largest database on the Titanic. Okay, here. Rose might not want to see this, Lewis. No, it's fine. I'm curious. She hits the berg on the starboard side and it sort of bumps along, punching holes like a Morse code, dit down the side. Now she's flooding the forward compartments, and the water spills over the top of the bulkheads, going aft. As her bow is going down, her stern is coming up, slow at first, and then faster and faster until it's lifting all that weight, maybe 20 or 30,000 tons, out of the water, and the hull can't deal. So, skirt! It splits, right down to the keel, which acts like a big hinge. Now the bow swings down and the stern falls back level, but the weight of the bow pulls the stern up vertical, and then the bow section detaches, heading for the bottom. The stern bobs like a cork, floods, and goes under about 2:20 a.m., 2 hours and 40 minutes after the collision. The animation, that is a stage note. I fucked up twice already. The bow pulls out of its dive and planes away almost half a mile before it hits the bottom, going maybe 12 miles an hour. Kaboom! The stern implodes as it sinks from the pressure and rips apart from the force of the current as it falls, landing like a big pile of junk. Cool, huh? Thank you for that fine forensic analysis, Mr. Bodine. Of course, the experience of it was somewhat less clinical. Will you share it with us? I'm taking her to rest. No. Tell us, Rose. It's been 84 years. Just tell us what you can. It's been 84 years, and I can still smell the fresh paint. The china had never been used. The sheets had never been slept in. He switches on the mini record. That's another fucking stage note. Jesus Christ, man. I am bad at this. Titanic was called the Ship of Dreams, and it was. It really was. Scene 34, exterior Southampton deck, daytime. Got a lot of stage notes. I don't see what all the fuss is about. It doesn't look any bigger than the Mauritania. You can be blazed about some things, Rose, but not the Titanic. It's over 100 feet longer than the Mauritania and far more luxurious. It has squash courts, a Parisian cafe, even Turkish baths. Your daughter is much hard to impress, Ruth. Mind your step. So, this is the ship they say is unsinkable. It is unsinkable. God himself couldn't sink this ship. Sir, you'll have to check your baggage through the main terminal, round that way. I put my faith in you, good sir. See my man. Yes, sir. My pleasure, sir. These trunks here and 12 more in the Daimler will have this all up in the loft of the rooms. We'd better hurry. This way, ladies. Look up at the ship, darling. That's it. You're amazed. You can't believe how big it is, like a mountain. That's great. Steady. Sorry, Squire. Steerage swine apparently missed his annual bath. Honestly, Cal, if you weren't forever booking everything at the last instant, we could have gone through the terminal instead of running along the dock like some squalid immigrant family. All part of my charm, Ruth. At any rate, it was my darling's fiancé's beauty rituals which made us late. You told me to change. I couldn't let you wear black on sailing days, sweet pea. It's bad luck. I felt like black. Here, I've pulled every string I could to book us on the grandest ship in history in your most luxurious suites, and you act as if you're going to your execution. It was the ship of dreams to everyone else. To me, it was a slave ship, taking me back to America in chains. Outwardly, I was everything a well-brought-up girl should be. Inside, I was screaming. Scene 36, Southampton docks, Titanic, daytime. You stupid fish head. I can't believe you bet our tickets. You lost our money. I'm just trying to get it back. Now just shut up and take a card. Hit me again, Sven. The moment of truth, boys. Someone's life is about to change. Let's see. Fabrizio's got niente. Olaf, you've got squad. Sven, two pair. Sorry, Fabrizio. What? Sorry? What you got? You lose my money? Ma va fan quello testa di caso. Sorry, you're not going to see your mama again for a long time. Because you're going to America. Full house, boys. Porca Madonna, yeah! Sorry, boys. Three of a kind and a pair. I'm high, you're dry, and we're going to L'America. Going home to the land of the free and the home of the real hot dogs on the Titanic. We're riding in high style now. We're practically goddamn royalty, ragazzo mio. You see, it is my destinio. Like I told you, I go to L'America to be a millionaire. Capito, I go to America. No, mate, Titanic go to America in 5 minutes. Shit, come on, Fabri. It's been grand. Of course, I'm sure if they knew it was you lot coming, they'd be pleased to wait. Scene 38, exterior terminal Titanic. Wait, we're passengers. Have you been through the inspection queue? Of course. Anyway, we don't have lice. We're American, both of us. Right, come aboard. Gunderson and Gunderson. Come on, Sven. We are the luckiest sons of bitches in the world. Scene 41, exterior aft well deck / poop deck day. You know somebody? Of course not. That's not the point. Goodbye, goodbye. I'll miss you. Goodbye, I will never forget you. We got a lot of stage notes. Scene 45, interior third class berthing, G deck, forward, daytime. Where is Sven? Scene 46, interior suite B5256, daytime. Those mud puddles were certainly a waste of money. You're wrong. They're fascinating. Like in a dream. There's truth without logic. What's his name again? Picasso. He'll never amount to a thing. Trust me. At least they were cheap. Put that in the wardrobe. Scene 47, in the bedroom. It smells so brand new. Like they built it all just for us. I mean, just to think that tonight, when I crawl between the sheets, I'll be the first. And when I crawl the sheets tonight, I'll still be the first. Excuse me, miss. The first and only, forever. Scene 49, interior first class reception / D deck. Well, I wasn't about to wait for you all day, Sonny. Take him the rest of the way if you think you can manage. At Cherbourg, a woman came aboard named Margaret Brown, but we all called her Molly. History would call her the unsinkable Molly Brown. Her husband had stuck gold someplace out west, and she was what her mother called new money. By the next afternoon, we had made our final stop, and we were steaming west from the coast of Ireland with nothing ahead of us but ocean. Scene 52, interior / exterior of Titanic, series of scenes, day. Take her to sea, Mr. Murdoch. Let's stretch her legs. All ahead, full. 21 knots, sir. She's got a bone in her teeth now, eh, Mr. Murdoch? Scene 58, at the bow, Jack and Fabrizio lean over, far looking down. I can see the Statue of Liberty already. Very small, of course. She's the largest moving object ever made by the hand of man in all of history. Scene 59, interior Palm Court restaurant, daytime. And our master shipbuilder, Mr. Andrews here, designed her from the keel plates up. Well, I may have knocked her together, but the idea was Mr. Ismay's. He envisioned a steamer so grand in scale and luxurious in its apartments that its supremacy would never be challenged, and here she is, willed into solid reality. Why are the ships always being called she? Is it because men think half the women around have big sterns and should be weighed in tonnage? Just another example of the men setting their rules their way. You know I don't like that, Rose. She knows. We'll both have the lamb, rare with a little mint sauce. You like lamb, don't you, sweet pea? So, you're gonna cut her meat? You're gonna cut her meat for her too there, Cal? Hey, who came up with the name Titanic? You, Bruce? Yes, actually. I wanted to convey sheer size, and size means stability, luxury, and safety. Do you know of Dr. Froude? His ideas about the male preoccupation with size might be of particular interest to you, Mr. Ismay. My God, Rose, what's gotten into? Excuse me. I do apologize. She's a pistol, Cal. You sure you can handle her? Well, I may have to start minding what she reads from now on. Scene 60, exterior poop decks, after decks. That's typical. First-class dogs come down here to take a shit. That's so we know where we rank in the scheme of things. Like we could forget. Forget it, boyo. You'd as like have angels fly out of your arse as get to next to the likes of her. Okay. Scene 61, interior of the first-class dining saloon, nighttime. I saw my whole life as if I'd already lived it, an endless parade of parties and coalitions, yachts and polo matches, always the same narrow people, the same mindless chatter. I felt like I was standing at a great precipice, with no one to pull me back, no one who cared or even noticed. A lot of stage notes. Scene 65, exterior poop deck, nighttime. Don't do it. Stay back. Don't come any closer. Take my hand. I'll pull you back in. No, stay where you are. I mean it. I'll let go. No, you won't. What do you mean? No, I won't. Don't presume to tell me what I will and will not do. You don't know me. You would have done it already. Now, come on. Take my hand. You're distracting me. Now, go away. I can't. I'm involved now. If you let go, I have to jump in after you. Don't be absurd. You'll be killed. I'm a good swimmer. The fall alone would kill you. It would hurt. I'm not saying it wouldn't. To be honest, I'm a lot more concerned about the water being so cold. How cold? Freezing. Maybe a couple degrees over. Ever been to Wisconsin? No. Well, they have some of the coldest winters around, and I grew up there near Chippewa Falls. Once when I was a kid, me and my father were out ice fishing in Lake Wascata. Ice fishing is where you chop a hole in the... I know what ice fishing is. Sorry, just you look like kind of an indoor girl. Anyways, I went through some thin ice, and I'm telling you, water that cold, like that right down there, it hits you like 1,000 knives all over your body. You can't breathe. You can't think, at least not anything about the pain. Which is why I'm not looking forward to jumping in after you. But like I said, I don't see a choice. I guess I'm kind of hoping you'll come back over the rail and get me off the hook here. You're crazy. That's what everybody says. But with all due respect, I'm not the one hanging off the back of a ship. Come on, you don't want to do this. Give me your hand. All right. I'm Jack Dawson. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Dawson. Help! Help! I've got you. I won't let go. Here, what's all this? Here, you, stand back. Don't move an inch. Fetch the master at arms. Scene 66, exterior poop deck, nighttime. What made you think you could put your hands on my fiancée? Look at me, you filth. What'd you think you were doing? Cal, stop. It was an accident. An accident? It was stupid, really. I was leaning over and I slipped. I was leaning way over to see the propellers, and I slipped and I would have gone overboard, and Mr. Dawson saved me here, and he almost went over himself. You wanted to see the propellers? Women and machinery do not mix. Was that the way of it? Uh-huh, that was pretty much it. Well, the boy's a hero then. Good for you, son. Well done. So it's all well and back to our brandy, eh? Let's get you in. You're freezing. Ah, perhaps a little something for the boy. Oh, right, Mr. Lovejoy. 20 should do it. Is that the going rate for saving the woman you love? Rose is displeased. What will do? I know. Perhaps you could join us for dinner tomorrow to regale our group with your heroic tale. Sure, count me in. Good. Settled then. This should be amusing. Can I bum a cigarette? You'll want to tie those. Interesting that the young lady slipped off so mighty all of a sudden, and you still had time to take off your jacket and shoes. Scene 67, interior, Rose's bedroom, nighttime. Gonna check the chat real quick, just see how everyone's doing. Okay. I know you've eaten melancholy, and I don't pretend to know why. I intended to save this till the engagement gals next week, but I thought tonight, perhaps a reminder of my feeling for you. My God, Cal, is it a diamond? Yes, it is. 56 carats. It was once worn by Louis XVI. They call it Le Coeur de la Mer, the heart of the ocean. Cal, it's overwhelming. It's for royalty, and we are royalty. There's nothing I couldn't give you. There's nothing I'd deny if you would deny me. Open your heart to me, Rose. Of course, his gift was only to reflect the light back onto himself, to illuminate the greatness that was Caledon Hockley. It was stone cold, a heart of ice. Scene 68, interior Keldish imaging shack. After all these years, feel it closing round my throat like a dog collar. I can still feel its weight. If you could have felt it, not just seen it. Well, that's just the general idea, my dear. So let me get this right. You were going to kill yourself by jumping off the Titanic? That's great. Lewis. All you had to do was wait 2 days. Rose, tell us more about the diamond. What did Hockley do with it after that? I'm afraid I'm feeling a little tired, Mr. Lovett. Wait, can you give us something to go here? Like, who had access to the safe? What about this Lovejoy guy, the valet? Did he have the combination? That's enough. Scene 69. Exterior launch area Kaldish deck at daytime. The partners are pissed. Bobby, buy me time. I need time. We're running 30,000 a day and we're 6 days over. I'm telling you what they're telling me. The hand is on the plug. It's starting to pull. Well, you tell the hand that I need another 2 days. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Close. I smell it. I smell ice. She had the diamond on. Now we just have to find out where it wound up. Just got to work her a bit more, okay? Hey, Lizzie, I need to talk to you for a second. Don't you mean work me? Look, I'm running out of time. I really need your help. I'm not going to help you browbeat my 101-year-old grandmother. I came down here to tell you to back off. Lizzie, you got to understand something. I bet it all to find the heart of the ocean. I've got all my dough tied up in this thing. My wife and I even divorced over this hunt. I need what's locked inside your grandma's memory. You see this right here? What? That's the shape my hand's going to be when I hold that thing. You understand? I'm not leaving here without it. Look, Brock, she's going to do this in her own way, in her own time. Don't forget, she contacted you. She's out here for her own reasons. God knows what they are. Maybe she wants to make peace with the past. What past? She never has, not once, not even once, ever said a word about ever being on the Titanic until 2 days ago. Then we're all meeting your grandmother for the first time. You think she was really there? Oh, yeah, I'm a believer. She was there. Scene 70, Interior Imaging Shack. The next day, Saturday, I remember thinking how the sunlight felt. Oh, man. Yes, I know. I'm saying some things that aren't technically in the script. I never said I would read it all in succession. So I don't want to make this stream like wildly boring, and it's just me literally reading the entire time. So I hope everyone in the chat's doing well. We got Ricky here, Iron Blaster here, A Bricks Plus is here, Reversky is here, Jacob Bricks a lot is here. Thanks guys for watching me do this. We are on scene 70 and 71. We just read scene 70. Iron Blaster, this drink does not have any sugar in it. Yeah, it's no calories, no sugar. All right. I am interested to see how many scenes there are total so I can get a bit of a reference point because it's been about 30 minutes so far and I'm on scene 71. So let's see. Is there a way for me to scroll? Yep. Okay. There are 309 scenes. So math would have me think it'll take a little over 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours because I talked for like 2 minutes at the beginning of the stream. I mean, I guess the more I meander right now and talk to the chat, the more I'm just delaying this. But yeah, I don't think there was any way I was going to read this the entire way through. But I think I can do this. My voice is not tired yet. Again, I said I wasn't going to read out the chat too much. I just want to acknowledge I'll take a break like every 70-ish scenes or whatever, every like 30 minutes or so. Ricky's here still. Talk to us. I am. Yeah, so far so good. We're doing okay. So I think I am going to resume now. It's almost 8 o'clock. Read my comments about your hair. I need confidence. Legend has it he has to spend 20 minutes making his hair to look good for this. Does it really look that good? I didn't even like style it for this stream. I had a hat on. I had this hat on all day and I just took it off just now and this is how it looked. So yeah. Okay. All right. Now we are resuming. As if I hadn't felt the sun in years. Scene 72, interior third class general room. No Italian, some little English. No, Norwegian only. Hello, Jack. Hello again. Could I speak to you in private? Yes, of course, after you. So, you got a name, by the way. Rose DeWitt Butaker. That's quite a moniker. I may have to get you to write that down. Mr. Dawson, Jack, I feel like such an idiot. It took me all morning to get up the nerve to face you. Well, here you are. Here I am. I want to thank you for what you did, not just for pulling me back, but for your discretion. You're welcome, Rose. Look, I knew what you must be thinking. Poor little rich girl. What does she know about misery? That's not what I was thinking. What I was thinking was what could have happened to hurt this girl so much she thought she had no way out. I don't. It wasn't just one thing. It was everything. It was them. It was their whole world, and I was trapped in it like an insect in amber. I just had to get away. Just run and run and run. And then I was at the back rail, and then there was no more ship. Even the Titanic wasn't big enough. Not enough to get away from them. And before I'd really thought about it, I was over the rail. I was so furious. I'll show them. They'll be sorry. Uh-huh. They'll be sorry because you'll be dead? Oh, God, I'm such an utter fool. That penguin last night, is he one of them? Penguin? Oh, Cal, he is them. Is he your boyfriend? Worse, I'm afraid. God, look at that thing. You should have gone straight to the bottom. So you feel like you're stuck on a train you can't get off of because you're marrying this fella? Yes, exactly. So don't marry him. If only it were that simple. It is that simple. Oh, Jack, please don't judge me until you've seen my world. Well, I guess I will tonight. What's this? Just some sketches. May I? Jack, these are quite good. Really, they are. Well, they didn't think too much of them in Paris. Oh, no, I'm so sorry, truly. Well, they didn't think too much of them in Paris. I just seem to spew them out. Besides, they're not worth a damn anyway. You're deranged. Well, well. And these were drawn from life? Yep, that's one of the great things about Paris. Lots of girls willing to take their clothes off. You liked this woman. You used her several times. She had beautiful hands. I think you must have had a love affair with her. No, no, just with her hands. You have a gift, Jack. You do. You see people. I see you. There it is, that piercing gaze again. And you wouldn't have jumped. Scene 74. Reception room / D-deck day. Oh no, that vulgar brown woman is coming this way. Get up quickly before she sits with us. Hello, girls. I was hoping I'd catch you at tea. We're awfully sorry, but you missed it. The Countess and I are off to take the air on the boat deck. That sounds great. Let's go. I need to catch up on the gossip. So, you've not lit the last 4 boilers, then? No, but we're making excellent time. Captain, the press knows the size of the Titanic. Let them marvel at her speed, too. We must give them something new to print, and the maiden voyage of the Titanic must make headlines. I prefer not to push the engines until they've been properly run in. Of course, I leave it to your good offices to decide what's best, but what a glorious end to your last crossing if we get into New York Tuesday night and surprise them all. Retire with a bang, eh, EJ? A beat. Scene 75, exterior A-deck, promenade, daytime. You know, my dream has always been to just chuck it all and become an artist, living in a garret, poor but free. You wouldn't last 2 days. There's no hot water and hardly ever any caviar. Listen, Buster, I hate caviar, and I'm tired of people dismissing my dreams with a chuckle and a pat on the head. I'm sorry, really, I am. Well, all right, there's something in me, Jack. I feel it. I don't know what it is, whether I should be an artist or, I don't know, a dancer, like Isadora Duncan, a wild pagan spirit, or a moving picture actress. You're sad, 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 sad. You left your lover on the shore. You may never see him again. Try to be sad, darling. Scene 76, A-deck promenade, aft sunset. So then what, Mr. Wandering Jack? Well, then logging got to be too much like work. So then I went down to Los Angeles to the pier in Santa Monica. That's a swell fit place. Even they have a roller coaster. I sketched portraits there for 10 cents a piece. A whole 10 cents? Yeah, it was great money. I could make $1 a day sometimes, but only in summer. When it got cold, I decided to go to Paris and see what the real artists were doing. Why can't I be like you, Jack? Just to head out for the horizon whenever I feel like it. Say, we'll go there sometime to that pier, even if we only ever just talk about it. All right, we're going. We'll drink cheap beer and go on the roller coaster until we throw up, and we'll ride horses on the beach right in the surf, but you have to ride like a cowboy. None of that side saddle stuff. You mean one leg on each side? Scandalous. Can you show me? Sure, if you like. I think I would. And teach me to spit, too. Like a man. Why should only men be able to spit? It's unfair. They didn't teach you that in finishing school? Here, it's easy. Watch closely. Your turn. Nope, that was pitiful. Like this, you have to hawk it down and then roll it on your tongue up to the front. Then, with a big breath and ploo, you see the range of that thing? That was great. Mother, may I introduce Jack Dawson? Chimed, I'm sure. The others were gracious and glorious about the man who'd saved my life, but my mother looked at him like an insect, a dangerous insect which must be squashed quickly. Well, Jack, it sounds like you're a good man to have around in a sicky spot. Why do they always insist on announcing dinner like a damn cavalry charge? Shall we go dress, Mother? See you at dinner, Jack. Rose, look at you, out in the sun with no hat. Honestly. Son, do you have the slightest comprehension of what you're doing? Not really. Well, you're about to go into the snake pit. I hope you're ready. What are you planning to wear? I figured. Scene 77. Interior of Molly Brown's stateroom. Don't feel bad about it. My husband still can't tie one of those damn things after 20 years. There you go. I gotta buy everything in 3 sizes because I never know how much he's been eating when I'm away. My, you shine up like a new penny. Scene 78. Exterior boat deck. First class entrance. Dusk. Good evening, sir. Scene 79. Interior upper landing / grand staircase and a deck. I saw it at Nickelodeon once, and I always wanted to do it. Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon? What? Cal, surely you remember Mr. Dawson. Dawson, I didn't recognize you. Amazing. You could almost pass for a gentleman. Scene 80. Interior D deck. Reception room. Ain't nothing to it today, is there, Jack? Yeah, you just dress like a pallbearer and keep your nose up. Remember, the only thing they respect is money, so just act like you've got lots of it and you're in the club. There's the Countess Rose, and there's John Jacob Astor, the richest man on the ship. His little wifey there, Madeline, is my age and in a delicate condition. See how she's trying to hide it? Quite the scandal. And over there, that's Sir Cosmo and Lucille, Lady Duff Gorgon. She designs naughty lingerie along her many talents. Very popular with the royals. Cal becomes... No, that's a stage note. Damn it, I made it so long without getting a stage note. Fuck. And that's Benjamin Guggenheim and his mistress, Madame Aubert. Mrs. Guggenheim is at home with the children, of course. Hockley, she is splendid. Thank you. Cal's a lucky man. I know him well, and it can only be luck. How can you say that, Colonel? Caledon Hockley is a great catch. JJ, Madeline, I'd like you to meet Jack Dawson. Good to meet you, Jack. Are you the Boston Dawsons? No, the Chippewa Falls Dawsons, actually. It's a pity we're both spoken for, isn't it? Scene 81, Interior Dining Saloon. He must have been nervous, but he never faltered. They assumed he was one of them, a young captain of industry, perhaps. New money, obviously, but still a member of the club. Mother, of course, could always be counted upon. Jesus. Scene 82, Interior Dining Saloon. Tell us of the accommodations and steerage, Mr. Dawson. I hear they're quite good on this ship. The best I've seen, ma'am. Hardly any rats. Mr. Dawson is joining us from 3rd class. He used some assistance to my fiancée last night. I fucked that up so badly. Mr. Dawson is joining us from 3rd class. He was of some assistance to my fiancée last night. This is foie gras. It's goose liver. What is Hockley hoping to prove bringing this bohemian up here? How do you take your caviar, sir? Just a scooping of lemon. It improves the flavor with champagne. No caviar for me, thanks. Never did like it much. And where exactly do you live, Mr. Dawson? Well, right now my address is the RMS Titanic. After that, I'm on God's good humor. You find that sort of ruthless existence appealing, do you? Well, it's a big world, and I want to see it all before I go. My father was always talking about going to see the ocean. He died in the town he was born in and never did see it. You can't wait around because you never know what hand you're going to get dealt next. See, my folks died in a fire when I was 15, and I've been on the road since. Something like that teaches you to take life as it comes to you, to make each day count. Well said, Jack. Hear, hear. To making it count. How is it you have the means to travel, Mr. Dawson? I work my way from place to place, tramp steamers and stuff. I won my ticket on the Titanic here and a lucky hand at poker. A very lucky hand. All life is a game of luck. A real man makes his own luck, Archie. Mr. Andrews, what are you doing? I see you everywhere writing in this little group. I see you everywhere writing in this little book. Increased number of screws in that hook's from 2 to 3. You build the biggest ship in the world, and this preoccupies you? He knows every rivet in here, don't you, Thomas? All 3 million of them. Your ship is a wonder, Mr. Andrews. Truly. His blood and soul are in the ship. She may be mine on paper, but in the eyes of God, she belongs to Thomas Andrews. Thank you, Rose. Scene 83, time transition. Dessert has been served, and a waiter arrives with cigars in a humidor on a wheeled cart. The men start clipping ends and lighting. Nest, it'll be brandies in the smoking room. Well, join me for a brandy, gentlemen. Now they retreat into a cloud of smoke and congratulate each other on being masters of the universe. Joining us, Dawson. You want to stay out of here with the women, do you? Actually, he does, but no thanks. I'm heading back. Probably best. It'll be all business and politics, that sort of thing. Wouldn't interest you. Good of you to come. Jack, you must go. Time for my coach to turn back into a pumpkin. Scene 84. Interior A-deck foyer night. Want to go to a real party? Scene 85. Interior third-class general room. May I cut in, miss? You're still my best girl, Cora. I don't know the steps. Just move with me. Don't think. Wait, stop. Scene 87. Interior third-class general room. How you two doing? I don't know what she say, but she don't know what I say, so we get along fine. You think a first-class girl can't drink? You stupid bastard. Boys, did I ever tell you about the one Swede and the Irishman going to the whorehouse? So, you think you're big, tough men? Let's see you do this. Ow! I haven't done that in years. Scene 88. Exterior boat deck, nighttime. Come, Josephine, in my flying machine, and it's up she goes, and there she goes. Where? There she goes. Isn't it magnificent? So grand and endless. They're such small people, Jack, my crowd. They think they're the giants on Earth, but they're not even dust in God's eye. They live inside this tiny champagne bubble, and someday the bubble's going to burst. You're not one of them. There's been a mistake. A mistake? Uh-huh. You got mailed to the wrong address. I did, didn't I? Look, a shooting star. That was a long one. My father used to say whenever you saw one, it's a soul going to heaven. I like that. Aren't we supposed to wish on it? What would you wish for? Something I can't have. Good night, Jack, and thank you. Rose! Oh my God. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know why, but 12 minutes ago I had like 10 times the energy I do now. I feel like at one point, there's just a breaking point of me being like, yeah. This isn't even as long as one of my normal streams, but I feel like it's just since I'm the only one talking that it's just draining. All right, we're still less than a third of the way through. Hi, Ricky. Oh, my fucking God, man. Scene 89, Interior Orse and Cal Suite, Private Promenade Day. I'd hoped you would come to me last night. I was tired. Yes, your exertions below decks were no doubt exhausting. I see you had that undertaker of a manservant follow me. You will never behave like that again. Do you understand? I'm not some foreman in your mills that you can command. I'm your fiancé. Yes, you are, and my wife in practice, if not yet by law. So you will honor me, as a wife is required to honor her husband. I will not be made out by a fool. Is this in any way unclear? We had a little accent. I'm sorry, Trudy. Scene 90, Interior Ruth Suite Day. You are not to see that boy again. Do you understand me, Rose? I forbid it. Oh, stop it, Mother. You'll give yourself a nosebleed. Rose, this is not a game. Our situation is precarious. You know the money's gone. Of course I know it's gone. You remind me every day. Your father left us nothing but a legacy of bad debts hidden by a good name. And that name is the only card we have to play. I don't understand you. It is a fine match with Hockley, and it will ensure our survival. How can you put this on my shoulders? Do you want to see me working as a seamstress? Is that what you want? Do you want to see our fine old things sold at an auction? Our memories scattered to the winds? My God, Rose, how can you be so selfish? It's so unfair. Of course it's unfair. We're women. Our choices are never easy. C91 interior first class dining saloon. Look, you're not supposed to be in here. Sorry, I gotta respond to a text. Where was I was just here last night, don't you remember? He'll tell you. Mr. Hockley and Mrs. DeWitt Botacker continue to be most appreciative of your assistance. They asked me to give you this in gratitude. I don't want money. And also to remind you that you hold a third-class ticket and your presence here is no longer appropriate. I just need to talk to Rose for a gentleman. Please see that Mr. Dawson gets back where he belongs and that he stays there. Yes, sir. Come along, you. Oh, hear us when we cry to thee for those in peril on the sea. I don't know how the tune to that song goes, so I improvised. Scene 92, interior gymnasium, day. Reminds me of my Harvard days. The electric house is very popular. We even have an electric camel. Care to try your hand at the rowing, ma'am? Don't be absurd. I can't think of a skill I should likely need less. The next stop on our tour will be Bridge. This way, please. She's a goddess amongst mortal men, there's no denying. But she's in another world, Jackie. Forget her. She's closed the door. It was them, not her. Ready? Go. He's not being logical, I tell you. Amora is not the logical. Scene 95, interior bridge/chart room, day. Another ice warning, sir. This one from the Baltic. Thank you, Sparks. Not to worry, it's quite normal for this time of year. In fact, we're speeding up. I've just ordered the last boilers lit. Did we ever find those binoculars for the lookouts? I haven't seen the thing since Southampton. Scene 96, exterior boat deck/starboard side, daytime. Mr. Andrews, I did the sum in my head. With the number of lifeboats times the capacity that you mentioned, forgive me, but it seems that there are not enough for everyone aboard. About half, actually, Rose. You miss nothing, do you? In fact, I put these new type davits, which can take an extra row of boats here. But it was thought by some that the deck would look too cluttered, so I was overruled. Waste of deck space as it is on an unsinkable ship. Steve soundly, young Rose. I built you a good ship, strong and true. She's all the lifeboat you need. C97, interior gymnasium, daytime. Jack, this is impossible. I can't see you. Rose, you're no picnic. You're a spoiled little brat even, but under that, you're a strong, pure heart, and you're the most amazingly astounding girl I've ever known. And Jack, no, wait. Let me try to get this out. You're amazing, and I know I have nothing to offer you, Rose. I know that, but I'm involved now. You jump, I jump. Remember, I can't turn away without knowing that you're going to be all right. You're making this very hard. I'll be fine, really. I don't think so. They've got you in a glass jar like some butterfly, and you're gonna die if you don't break out. Maybe not right away, because you're strong, but sooner or later, the fire in you is gonna go out. It's not up to you to save me, Jack. You're right, only you can do that. I have to get back, and they'll miss me. Please, Jack, for both our sakes, leave me alone. Of course, the invitations had to be sent back to the printers twice, and the bridesmaid dresses. Let me tell you, what an odyssey this has become. Oh, look what I've done. C99. We're almost at 100. Exterior Titanic. Daytime. Hello, Jack. I changed my mind. Fabrizio said you might be up. Shh. Come here. Close your eyes. Okay, open them. I'm flying. Come, Josephine, in my flying machine. That's a fuck ton of stations. Wish I had those bleeding binoculars. Scene 101. Jack and Rose embracing the bow rail, dissolve slowly away, leaving the ruined bow of the wreck. There's no dialogue in that scene. Why did I read that? Jesus Christ, man. This is like someone needs to like splice this together and like make it like a Joker origin story because I swear to fucking God, this is gonna drive me insane. Whew. Wow. Jeff, I'm about a third of the way through, I think. It says there are 300 scenes and I'm on scene 100. I don't know like the exact amount of like dialogue in each scene or if there's like I think there might be like more visual shots during the end of like scenes that are just literally the Titanic sinking. So I could be like closer to halfway, but man. Yeah, I'm addressing the chat, Jeff. I've been doing so every like 20 minutes or so. I'm just taking quick breaks. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching this, by the way. I mean, I addressed the chat like 2 or 3 times this entire stream, and y'all are still watching 51 minutes in. And we've had like consistently over 5 viewers. That's pretty cool. All right. Would you still do this every week? Lol, no. No. Okay, here we go. That was the last time the Titanic ever saw daylight. So we're up to dusk on the night of the sinking. 6 hours to go. Don't you love it? There's Smith. He's standing there with the iceberg warning in his fucking hand. Oh, I know there was an F-bomb in this movie. Wow. Excuse me, in his hand. He's ordering more speed. 26 years of experience working against him. He figures anything big enough to sink the ship, they're going to see in time to turn. But the ship's too big, with too small a rudder. It can't corner worth shit. Anything he knows is wrong. Scene 103. I'm sorry, guys. I have to respond to another text for a business opportunity. So, all right. Okay. Scene 103. Interior of Rose's suite. Will this light do? Don't artists need good light? That is true, but I am not used to working in such horrible conditions. Hey, Monet. Isn't he great? The use of color? I saw him once, through a hole in this garden fence in Giverny. Cal insists on lugging this thing everywhere. Should I be expecting him anytime soon? Not as long as the cigars and brandy hold out. What is it? A sapphire? A diamond. A very rare diamond, called the heart of the ocean. I want you to draw me like your French girl, wearing this. Wearing only this. Scene 104. Rose's bedroom on the butterfly comb. As Rose draws it out of her hair, she shakes her head and her hair falls free around her shoulders. There's no dialogue during that scene. Scene 105. In the sitting room, Jack is laying his pencils out like surgical tools. His sketchbook is open and ready. He looks up as she comes into the room wearing a silk kimono. I'm going to read the stage notes during this scene, just for this one scene, because I know you guys all want it. The last thing I need is another picture of me looking like a China doll. As a paying customer, I expect to get what I want. She hands him a dime and steps back, parting the kimono. The blue line She hands him a dime and steps back, parting the kimono. The blue stone lies on her creamy breast. Her heart is pounding as she slowly lowers the robe. Jack looks so stricken, it is almost comical. The kimono drops to the floor. Tell me when it looks right to you. She poses on the divan, settling like a cat into the position we remember from the drawing, almost. Just bend your left leg a little and lower your head. Eyes to me. That's it. Jack starts to sketch. He drops his pencil and he stifles a laugh. I believe you're blushing, Mr. Big Artiste. I can't imagine Mr. Monsieur Monet blushing. He does landscapes. Tight on Jack, his eyes come up to look at her over the top edge of his sketch pad. We've seen this image of him before in her memory. It is an image she will carry for the rest of her life. Despite his nervousness, he draws the sure strokes, and what emerges is the best thing he has ever done. Her pose is languid, her hands beautiful, and her eyes radiate her energy. Push slowly in on Rose's face. All right, that is the only scene I will be reading the stage notes for. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, people are gonna clip that and make me look like a really strange person. Started by pausing every 20 minutes, then it was every 10 minutes, now it's every 5 minutes. I just need to keep going. All right, Scene 106. My heart was pounding the whole time. It was the most erotic moment of my life, up to then at least. What happened next? You mean, did we do it? Scene 107. Interior Rose and Cal's suite. Nighttime. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Bodine. Date it, Jack. I always want to remember this night. Scene 108. Interior first-class smoking room. Nighttime. None of the stewards have seen her. This is ridiculous, Lovejoy. Find her. Scene 109. Exterior Atlantic. Nighttime. I don't think I've ever seen such a flat calm in 24 years at the sea. Yes, like a mill pond, not like a breath of wind. It makes the bergs harder to see, with no breaking water at the base. Well, I'm off. Maintain speed and heading, Mr. Lightoller. Yes, sir. And wake me, of course, if anything becomes in the slightest degree doubtful. Scene 111. Interior Rose and Cal's suite. Miss Rose, hello? Scene 12. Interior corridor, outside suite. Come on, take us down. Quickly, quickly. Scene 113, no dialogue. Scene 114, interior F-deck corridor / fan room. Pretty tough for a valet, this fella. He's an ex-Pinkerton. Cal's father hired him to keep Cal out of trouble, to make sure he always got back to the hotel with his Weldon watch, after some crawl through the less reputable parts of town. Kind of like we're doing right now. Uh-oh. After you, my lady. Scene 116, interior boiler room 5 and 6. Carry on, don't mind us. Scene... Oh, yeah, that's the scene where they, have a fun time in the car. Scene 117, interior first class smoking room. We're going like hell, I tell you. I have $50 that says we make it in New York Tuesday. Wow, that might have been the worst line I've read yet. We're going like hell, I tell you. I have $50 that says we make it to New York Tuesday night. Scene 120, interior hold number 2. Where to, miss? To the stars. Are you nervous? Au contraire, mon cher. Put your hands on me, Jack. Scene 121, interior wireless room. Look at this one. He wants his private train to meet him. La-di-da. We'll be up all bloody night on this lot. Christ, it's that idiot on the Californian. Okay. It's getting, a little bit better now. There are a lot of scenes that just have, one line of dialogue or no scenes of dialogue. Okay. All right. Scene 122, interior / exterior wireless shack / freighter, Californian. Stupid bastard. I try to warn him about the ice, and he says, keep out, shut up, I'm working on Cape Race. Now what's he sending? No seasickness. Poker business, good, Al. Well, that's it for me. I'm shutting down. Scene 124, interior hold number 2. You're trembling. It's okay. I'm all right. He lays his cheek against your chest. I can feel your heart beating. Well, I wasn't the first teenage girl to get seduced in the backseat of a car, and certainly not the last by several million. He had such fine hands, artist's hands, but strong too, roughened by work. I remember their touch even now. Scene 125, exterior Atlantic / Titanic, night. You can smell ice, when it's near. Bollocks. Well, I can. Scene 127, interior Cal and Rose's suite. I have a better idea. Scene 128, interior hold number 2, night. Gotcha. That's the entire scene. It is a little bit weird without the stage notes. I don't know if that's what you were referring to, Eric, when you said you were so confused. Almost an hour in. When the ship docks, I'm getting off with you. This is crazy. I know. It doesn't make any sense. That's why I trust it. Scene 130 in the crow's nest. Fleet nudges Lee. Cor, look at that, would you? They're a bloody sight warmer than we are. Well, if that's what it takes for us two to get warm, I'd rather not. If that's what it takes for us two to get warm, I'd rather not if it's all the same. Bugger me. Pick up, you bastard. Scene 131, interior / exterior bridge. Someone there? Yes, what do you see? Iceberg, right ahead. Thank you. Iceberg, right ahead. Hard to starboard. Hard to starboard. The helm is hard over, sir. Full astern. Full astern. Shut all dampers. Shut them. Oh, okay. So I've gotten to the part where there's a lot of scenes of just like the Titanic hitting the thing. So like from scene 135 to 142, which is various shots of the Titanic. Okay, 7 scenes I get to skip. Cool. Hard at port. Go, lads, go. A bunch more scenes I get to skip. Scene 147 in the Palm Court with its high arched windows. Molly Brown holds up her drink to a passing waiter. Hey, can I get some ice here, please? Scene 149 in the Crow's Nest. Fleet turns to his lee. Oi, mate, that was a close shave. Smell ice, could you? Bleeding Christ. Scene 150, interior / exterior bridge. Note the time, enter it in the log. What was that, Mr. Murdoch? An iceberg, sir. I put her hard a starboard and run the engines full astern, but it was too close. I tried to port around, but he, and I closed the emergency doors. The doors are closed. Find the carpenter and get into the sound of the ship. Scene 151, interior G deck, forward. Ma shigazo. Scene 152, in his stateroom, Tommy gets off his top bunk in the dark and drops down to the floor. Splash. Gore, what the hell? Scene 153, interior first class corridor / A deck. Why have the engine stopped? I felt a shudder. I shouldn't worry, ma'am. We've likely thrown a propeller blade. That's the shudder you felt. May I bring you anything? Scene 154, exterior forward well deck. Jack and Rose are leaning over the starboard whale, looking at the hull of the ship. Looks okay. I don't see anything. Could it have damaged the ship? It doesn't seem like much of a bump. I'm sure we're okay. Scene 155, interior steerage forward. If this is the direction the rats were running, it's good enough for me. Scene 156, interior corridor on B deck. There's no cause for alarm. Please, go back to your rooms. Please, sir, there's no emergency. Yes, there is. I have been robbed. Now, get the master at arms. Now, you moron. Scene 157, interior bridge / chart room. A 5-degree list in less than 10 minutes. She's making water fast in the forepeak tank in the forward holds in boiler room 6. Why have we stopped? We've struck ice. Well, do you think the ship is seriously damaged? Excuse me. Scene 158, interior boiler room 6. That's it, lads. Get the hell up. Scene 159, exterior B deck forward / well deck. I guess it's nothing too serious. I'm going back to my cabin to read. Say, did I miss the fun? Can you shore up? Not unless the pumps get ahead. It's bad. We have to tell Mother and Cal. Now it's worse. Come with me, Jack. I jump, you jump, right? Scene 160, interior B deck foyer / corridor. We've been looking for you, miss. Okay, so it's getting better. There are a lot of scenes now. There's one line of dialogue, or just scenes that have no dialogue, and it's just a shot of, like the Titanic or whatever. My voice is starting to hurt though. I've been talking for an hour and 3 minutes straight. Yeah. Risky says I can do it. Yeah, I know I can do it. It's just drink your help. What the fuck? Bro, what? Okay. Scene 161, interior of Rose and Cal's suite. Something serious has happened. That's right. 2 things dear to me have disappeared this evening. Now that one is back, I have a pretty good idea where to find the other. Search him. Coat off, mate. This is horseshit. Cal, you can't be serious. We're in the middle of an emergency and you... Is this it? That's it. Right then. Now, don't make a fuss. Don't you believe it, Rose. Don't. He couldn't have. Of course he could. Easy enough for a professional. He memorized the combination when you opened the safe. But I was with him the entire time. Maybe he did it while you were putting your clothes back on. They put it in my pocket. It's not even your pocket, son. Property of A.L. Ryerson. That was reported stolen yesterday. I was going to return it. Rose! Rose, don't listen to them. I didn't do this. You know I didn't. You know it. Why do women believe men? Scene 163, bridge slash chart room. When can we get underway, do you think? Water 14 feet above the keel in 10 minutes, and the forepeak, all 3 holds, and boiler room 6. That's right. 5 compartments. She can stay afloat with the first 4 compartments breached, but not 5. Not 5. As she goes down by the head, water will spill over the tops of the bulkheads at E-deck, from one to the next, back and back. There's no stopping it. The pumps buy you time, but minutes only. From this moment, no matter what we do, Titanic will founder. But the ship can't sink. She is made of iron, sir. I assure you, she can, and she will. It is a mathematical certainty. How much time? An hour. 2, at most. And how many aboard, Mr. Murdoch? 2,200 souls aboard, sir. I believe you may get your headlines, Mr. Ismay. Scene 164, exterior boat deck. Turn to the right. Pull the falls taut before you unchalk. Have you ever known how to What? Okay. Turn to the right. Pull the falls taut before you unchalk. Have you never had a boat drill? No, sir. Not with these new davits, sir. Scene 165, interior Rose and Cal's suite. I had better go dress. It is a little slut, isn't it? Look at me, you little... Sir, I've been told to ask you to please put on your life belt and come put on the boat deck. The steward persists. No, that's a stage note. Get out. We're busy. I'm sorry about the inconvenience, Mr. Hockley, but it's the captain's orders. Please dress warmly. It's quite cold tonight. Not to worry, miss. I'm sure it's just a precaution. This is ridiculous. Everybody up. Let's go. Put your life belts on. Life belts on. Life belts on. Everybody come on. Life belts on. Scene 167, interior wireless room. CQD, sir. That's right. The distress call. CQD. Tell whoever responds that we are going down by the head and we need immediate assistance. Blimey. Maybe you ought to try that new distress call, SOS. It may be our only chance to use it. Scene 168, exterior boat deck. Where are all the passengers? They've gone back inside. Too damn cold and noisy for them. Scene 169, interior A-deck foyer. What's doing, Sonny? You've got us all trussed up and now we're cooling our heads. Sorry, Mum. Let me go and find out. It's just the goddamned English doing everything by the book. There's no need for language, Mr. Hockley. Go back and turn the heater on in my room so it won't be too cold when we get back. I saw the iceberg, Mr. Andrews, and I see it in your eyes. Please tell me the truth. The ship will sink. You're certain? Yes, in an hour or so. All this will be at the bottom of the Atlantic. My God. Please tell only who you must. I don't want to be responsible for a panic. And get to a boat quickly. Don't wait. You do remember what I told you about the boats? Yes, I understand. Thank you. Scene 170, interior master at arms office. You're wanted to buy the pursuer, sir, urgently. Go on. I'll keep an eye on him. Scene 171, interior bridge. Carpathia says they'll be making 17 knots, full steam for them, sir. And she's the only one who's responding. They're the only one close, sir. She says she can be here in 4 hours. 4 hours? Thank you, Brad. My God. Scene 172, exterior boat deck night. Hadn't we better get the women and children to the boats, sir? Right, start the loading. Women and children. Number 26, ready, and ladies, please step into the boat. You watch. They'll put us off in these silly little boats to freeze, and we'll be back on board by breakfast. My brooch. I left my brooch. I must have it. Stay here, Ruth. Scene 173, interior steerage, berthing aft / corridors and stairwell. I told the stupid sods no luggage. Ah, bloody hell. Stay calm, please. It's not time to go up to the boats yet. What are we doing, Mummy? We're just waiting, dear. When they finish putting the first-class people in the boats, we'll be starting with us, and we'll all want to be ready, won't we? Scene 174, exterior, starboard, side. I don't know what that kind of noise was. Lower away, by the left and right together. Steady, lads. Scene 175, exterior / interior, Titanic hull and master at arms office. You know, I believe this ship may sink. I've been asked to give you this small token of our appreciation. Compliments of Mr. Caledon Hockley. Scene 176, exterior boat deck / starboard side, forward. There is no time to waste. Lower away, lower away, lower away. Get out of the way, you fool. Do you know who I am? You're a passenger, a bloody passenger. I fucked that up so badly. You're a passenger, and I'm a ship's bloody officer. Now do what you're told. Steady, men. Stand by the falls. Yes, quite right. Sorry. Scene 177, exterior boat deck / port side. Women and children only. Sorry, sir, no men yet. You're afraid, darling. Scared to death. That's it. Come on, you heard the man. Get in the boat, sister. Will the lifeboats be seated according to class? I hope they're not too crowded. Oh, mother, shut up. Don't you understand? The water is freezing and there aren't enough boats, not enough by the half. Half the people on the ship are going to die. Not the better half. You unimaginable bastard. Come on, Ruth, get in the boat. These are the first class seats right up here. That's it. Come on, Rose. You're next, darling. Rose, get in the boat. Goodbye, mother. Where are you going? To him? Is that it? To be a whore to that gutter rat? I'd rather be his whore than your wife. Lower away. Rose! Rose! Stuff a sock in it, would you, Ruth? She'll be along. That man tried to take advantage of me in the crowd. Scene 179, exterior ocean / Titanic / boat 6. Keep pulling away from the ship. Pull. Ain't you boys ever rowed before? Here, give me those oars. I'll show you how it's done. Scene 180, master at arms office / corridor. Shit. Help. Somebody. Can anybody hear me? This could be bad. Scene 182, interior first class corridor. Anyone in here? Mr. Andrews. Thank God. Where would the master at arms take someone under arrest? What? You have to get to a boat right away. No, I'll do this with or without your help, sir. But without will take longer. Take the elevator to the very bottom. Go left, down to the crewman's passage, then make a right. Bottom, left, right. I have it. Hurry, Rose. Scene 183, interior foyer / elevators. Sorry, miss, lifts are closed. I'm going through with being polite, goddammit. I may never be polite the rest of my life. Now take me down. Scene 184, exterior ocean / boat 6. Come on, girls. It'll keep you warm. Let's go, Ruth. Grab an oar. Scene 185, interior first class elevator / corridors. Left, crew, passage. Right, right, right. Jack! Jack! Scene 186, interior master at arms office / corridor. Rose, in here! Scene 187, in the hall, Rose hears his voice behind her. She spins and runs back, locating the right door, then pushes it open, creating a small wave. Jack, 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 I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That guy Lovejoy put it in my pocket. I know. See if you can find a key for those. Try those doors. It's a little brass one. So, how'd you find out I didn't do it? I didn't. I just realized I already knew. Scene 188, exterior Titanic / boat 1. I despise small boats. I just know I'm going to be seasick. I always get seasick in small boats. Good heavens, there's a man down there. Scene 189, interior master at arms office. There's no key in here. You have to go for help. I'll be right back. I'll wait here. Scene 190, interior stairwell and corridors. Scene 191, a long corridor, part of the labyrinth in the steerage of the hallways forward. She's alone here, a long groan of large, stressing metal echoes along the hall as the ship continues to settle. She runs down the hall, unimpeded now. Hello, somebody! Help me! We need help! Come on then, let's get you topside, miss. That's right. Wait! I need your help. There's no need for panic, miss. Come along. No, let me go. You're going the wrong way. To hell with you. See you there, Buster. Scene 193, interior master at arms office. Will this work? We'll find out. Try a couple of practice swings. Now try to hit the same mark again. Okay, that's enough practice. You can do it, Rose. Hit it as hard as you can. I trust you. Nice work there, Paul Bunyan. Shit, excuse my French. Ow, ow, ow. Is that cold? Come on, let's go. Too deep. We gotta find another way out. Scene 194, exterior boat 6 and Titanic. Now there's something you don't see every day. Scene 196, interior Scotland Road / E-deck. Here, you'll have to pay for that, you know. That's White Star Line property. Shut up. Irish woman. No, that's the character's name, not a line of dialogue. Jeez, man. I'm close. For sure. I'm getting there. Probably like 3/4 of the way down at this point of the dialogue, but I can't say for sure. I was really scared that all the scenes would be like the first ones early in the script, but then there was like that one stretch where like 20 scenes went by with like it was just like shots of the Titanic. I pray to the Titanic gods that we can get more of those scenes, because that would be cool. That would be cool. Here, lass, cover yourself. This will take the chill off. Scene 197, exterior boat deck. Will you hold the boat a moment? I have to run back to my room for something. Why are the boats being launched half full? Not now, Mr. Andrews. There, look, 20 or so in a boat built for 65, and I saw a boat with only 12. 12! Well, we were not sure of the weight. Rubbish! They were tested in Belfast with the weight of 70 men. Now fill these boats, Mr. Lightoller. For God's sake, man. She's not on the starboard side either. We're running out of time, and this strutting martinet isn't letting any men in at all. Try to say that one 5 times fast. The one on the other side is letting men in. Then that's our play, but we still need to get some insurance. Come on. Please, Ida, get to the boat. No, we've been together for 40 years, and where you go, I go. Don't argue with me, Isidore. You know it does no good. Lower away. Scene 201. Interior E-deck corridors and stairwell. Fabrizio, Fabri! The boats are all going. We got to get up there or we'll be gargling salt water. Where's Tommy? Women only. No men. No men. Get back, you lot. Lock it. For the love of God, there are children down here. Let us up so we can have a chance. It's hopeless that way. Well, whatever we're going to do, we better do it fast. Everyone, all of you, come with me now. We go to the boats. Capito, come now. Elga, per favor, please, come with me. I am lucky. It is my destiny to go to America. I will never forget you. Scene 204, interior Cal and Rose's suite. I make my own luck. So do I. Scene 205, interior steerage aft. Go to the main stairwell with everyone else. It'll all get sorted out there. God damn it to hell, son of a bitch. Move aside. Quickly, move aside. If you have any intention of keeping your pathetic job with the White Star Line, I suggest you escort these good people to the boat deck. Now. Scene 206, exterior boat 6/Titanic nighttime. No dialogue. Scene 207, at the boat deck rail, Captain Smith is shouting to boat 6 through a large metal megaphone. Come back to the ship. Scene 208. From boat 6, the whistle comes shrilly across the water. Quartermaster Hitchens grabs the rudder in fear. The suction will pull us right through if we don't keep going. We got room for lots more. I say we go back. No, it's our lives now, not theirs. And I'm in charge of this boat. Now row. Scene 209. Captain Smith at the rail of the boat deck lowers his megaphone slowly. The fools. Scene 210. Interior A-deck foyer. Ben, what's the occasion? We have dressed in our best and are prepared to go down like gentlemen. That's admirable men. I'm sure, and tell your wife when I get to New York. Scene 211, interior first-class smoking room. It seems we've been dealt a bad hand this time. Scene 213, exterior boat deck and A-deck aft. Get back. Keep order. Lower away left and right. Scene 214, exterior boat deck starboard side aft. Too late. There are still some boats forward. Stay with this one, Murdoch. He seems to be quite practical. Scene 216, exterior boat deck, A-deck, port aft. Stay back, you lot. Scene 217, exterior boat deck, starboard aft. It's starting to fall apart. We don't have much time. Mr. Murdoch, I'm a businessman, as you know, and I have a business proposition for you. Scene 219, exterior boat deck, port. The boats are gone. Colonel, are there any boats left? Yes, miss. There are still a couple boats all the way forward. This way, I'll lead you. Jack. No, that's a station note. Music to drown by. Now I know I'm in first class. Scene 220, exterior boat deck, starboard forward. So we have an understanding now? As you've said. I found her. She's just over on the port side with him. Women and children? Any more women and children? Anyone else then? God damn it to hell. Come on. Take them down. Women and children, please. Women and children only. Step back, sir. Goodbye for a little while. Only for a little while. Go with Mummy. Hold Mummy's hand and be a good girl. That's right. Please get this to my wife in Des Moines, Iowa. You better check out the other side. I'm not going without you. Get in the boat, Rose. Yes, get in the boat, Rose. My God, look at you. Here, put this on. Quickly, ladies, step into the boat. Hurry, please. Go on. I'll get the next one. No, not without you. There are boats on the other side that are allowing men in. Jack and I can get off safely, both of us. I'll be all right. Hurry up so we can keep going. We got our own boat to catch. Get in. Hurry up. It's almost full. Lower away. You're a good liar. Almost as good as you. I always win, Jack, one way or another. Pity I didn't keep that drawing. It's going to be worth a lot more by morning. No, Rose. No! Scene 223, interior grand staircase. Rose, Rose, you're so stupid. You're such an idiot. You jump, I jump, right? Right. Scene 224, interior D-deck reception room. Enjoy your time together. What could possibly be funny? I put the diamond in my coat pocket, and I put my coat on her. I give it to you if you can get it. Scene 225, interior dining saloon. Stay here. Compliments at the Chippewa Falls Dawsons. Let's go. Scene 227, interior E-deck corridors. We can't leave him. Come on. Back. Go back. No, not that way. Come back. Scene 229, interior stairwell. Wait, help us. Unlock the gate. Help us, please. Fucking hell. Come on. Come on. Scene 231, exterior boat deck, port side, roof of officers' quarters. Hold it. Hold it. Scene 234, exterior boat deck, starboard side. Give us a chance to live, you limey bastards. I'll shoot any man who tries to get past me. We had a deal, damn you. Get back. Any more women or children? Here's a child. I've got a child. Please, I'm all she has in the world. There, there. Scene 235. Interior first class smoke room. Won't you even make a try for it, Mr. Andrews? I'm sorry that I didn't build you a stronger ship, young Rose. It's going fast. We got to keep moving. Good luck to you, Rose. And to you, Mr. Andrews. Scene 236, exterior boat deck and various locations. Right, that's it then. That is a lot of scenes I get to skip. Okay, cool. Scene 246. Collapsible A is hit by a wave as the bow plunges suddenly. It partially swamps the boat, washing along the deck. Over 100 passengers are plunged into the freezing water, and the area around the boat becomes a frenzy of splashing, screaming people. Get back! You'll swamp us! Gentlemen, it has been a privilege playing with you tonight. Scene 248. Exterior A deck, aft, port side. Okay, we keep moving aft. We have to stay on this ship as long as possible. Scene 249. Exterior forward funnel. Collapsible A. No, that's a stage note. Row, row, you bastards. Scene 251. Yeah, I thought the man. I messed up. Scene 251. Exterior A deck / B deck / well deck aft. Yeah, I thought that was the valley of the shadow of death. You want to walk a little faster through that valley, fella? More scenes I get to skip. Scene 256. Sorry, miss. Scene 260, exterior stern. Come on, Rose. We can't expect God to do all the work for us. Scene 262. Jack and Rose make it to the stern rail. Right at the base of the flagpole, they grip the rail, jammed in between other people. It is the spot where Jack pulled her back onto the ship just 2 nights and a lifetime ago. And I saw the heavens and a new earth. The former heavens and the former earth had passed away, and the sea was no longer. I also saw a new Jerusalem, a holy city coming out from the heaven of God, beautiful as a bride prepared to meet her as her husband. I heard a loud voice from the throne ring out, "This is God's dwelling among men. He shall dwell with them, and this shall be his people, and he shall be their God, who is always a law with them." Shh, don't cry, darling. It'll be over soon, darling. It'll all be over soon. He shall wipe every tear from their eyes, and there shall be no more death or mourning, crying out in pain. Messed it up. He shall wipe every tear from their eyes, and there shall be no more death or mourning, crying out their pain, for this former world has passed away. A lot more scenes I get to skip. Cool. Scene 269. God Almighty. More scenes I get to skip. Scene 274. Exterior Titanic night. We're saved! We have to move. Come on, I've got you. Hell of a night. Take a deep breath and hold it right before we go into the water. The ship will suck us down. Kick for the surface and keep kicking. Don't let go of my hand. We're gonna make it, Rose. Trust me. I trust you. A lot more scenes I get to skip. Scene 281 at the surface, a roiling chaos of screaming, thrashing people. Over 1,000 people are now floating where the ship went down. Some are stunned, gasping for breath. Others are crying, praying, moaning, shouting, screaming. Swim, Rose, swim. Keep swimming, keep moving. Come on, you can do it. Scene 283, exterior ocean. Look for something floating. Some debris, some wood, anything. It's so cold. I know. Help me here. Look around. What's that? It's just enough for this lady. You'll push it under. Let me try at least, or I'll die soon. You'll die quicker if you come any closer. Yes, I see. Good luck to you then. God bless. Scene 284, exterior collapsible A/ocean. Stay back. Keep off. You don't understand. I have to get to America. It's that way. Scene 285. The boats will come back for us, Rose. Hold on, just a little longer. They have to row away for the suction, and now they'll be coming back. Thank God for you, Jack. Come back! Please! We know you can hear us, for God's sake! Please, help us. Save one life. Save one life! Scene 286. Exterior lifeboat/ocean. They'll pull right down, I tell you. Aw, knock it off. You're scaring me. Come on, girls. Grab your oars. Let's go. Well, come on. I don't understand one of you. What's the matter with you? It's your men back in there. We got plenty of room for more. If you don't shut that hole in your face, there'll be one less in this boat. We should do something. It's out of the question. Scene 288. Exterior ocean. It's getting quiet. Just a few more minutes. It'll take them a while to get the boats organized. I don't know about you, but I intend to write a strongly worded letter to the White Star Line about all of this. I love you, Jack. No, don't say your goodbyes, Rose. Don't you give up. Don't you do it. I'm so cold. You're going to get out of this. You're going to go on, and you're going to make babies and watch them grow, and you're going to die an old lady warm in your bed. Not here. Not this night. Do you understand me? I can't feel my body. Rose, listen to me. Listen, winning that ticket was the best thing that ever happened to me. It brought me to you, and I'm thankful, Rose. I'm thankful. You must do me this honor. Promise me you will survive, that you will never give up, no matter what happens, no matter how hopeless. Promise me now, and never let go of that promise. I promise. Never let go. I promise. I will never let go, Jack. I will never let go. Scene 289, exterior lifeboats, ocean/night. Right, man the oars. Scene 290, exterior ocean/boat 14. We waited too long. Scene 291, exterior ocean. Come, Josephine, in my flying machine. Still don't know how that song goes. Jack. Oh, Jack. I won't let go, I promise. Scene 294. In boat 14, Lowe rips around at the sound of a whistle. Row back, that way, pull. Scene 295. Interior imaging shack/Kaldish. 1,500 people went into the sea when the Titanic sank from under us. There were 20 boats floating nearby, and only one came back. One. 6 were saved from the water, myself included. 6 out of 1,500. Afterward, the 700 people in the boats had nothing to do with but wait to die, wait to live, wait for an absolution which would never come. Is that it? No, it's not it. Scene 300, exterior deck/Carpathia Day. You won't find any of your people back here, sir. It's all steerage. Yes, I lived. How awkward for you. Rose, your mother and I have been looking for you. Please don't talk. Just listen. We will make a deal, since that is something you understand. From this moment, you do not exist for me, nor I for you. You shall not see me again, and you shall not attempt to find me. In return, I will keep my silence. Your actions last night need never come to light, and you will get to keep the honor you have carefully purchased. Is this in any way unclear? What do I tell your mother? Tell her that her daughter died with the Titanic. You're precious to me, Rose. Jewels are precious. Goodbye, Mr. Hockley. Oh, that was the last time I ever saw him. He married, of course, and inherited his millions. The crash of 28 hit his interest hard, and he put a pistol in his mouth that year. His children fought over the scraps of his estate like hyenas, or so I read. Scene 302. Later, Carpathia discouraged the survivors at Cunard Pier, Pier 54. Name? Dawson. Rose Dawson. Can you exchange one life for another? Caterpillar turns into a butterfly. If a mindless accent can do it, why couldn't I? Was it any more unimaginable than the sinking of the Titanic? Scene 303, imaging shack/Kaldish. We never found anything on Jack. There's no record of him at all. No, there wouldn't be. Why would there? And I've never spoken of him until now, not to anyone. Not even your grandfather. A woman's heart is a deep ocean of secrets. But now, all you know that there was a man named Jack Dawson, and that he saved me in every way that a person can be saved. I don't even have a picture of him. He exists only now in my memory. Scene 305. Mirror 1 returning to surface. Scene 306. Exterior Keldish deck. I'm sorry. We were pissing in the wind the whole time. Oh, shit. Scene 307. Grandma, wait, don't. It is the heart of the ocean. Don't come any closer. You had it the entire time? The hardest part about being so poor was being so rich. But every time I thought of selling it, I thought of Cal. And somehow I always got by without his help. Holy shit. Don't drop it, Rose. Rush her. It's hers, you schmuck. Look, Rose, I don't know what to say, but a woman who tries to jump off the Titanic when it's not sinking and jumps right back onto it when it is. We're not dealing with logic here. I know that, but please think about this a second. I have. I came all the way here so this could go back where it belongs. Just let me hold it in my hand, Rose, please, just once. My God. You look for treasures in the wrong place, Mr. Lovett. Only life is priceless, and making each day count. Oh, that really sucks, lady. Would you like to dance? Scene 309. That's it. That's all the dialogue. 307 was the last dialogue. Oh, we did it. That's it. That is the entire Titanic movie, read by me. I actually made pretty good time. I thought this was going to take me 2 hours. I thought this would take longer. Oh, man. That was a lot. That was really a lot. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, Reverse Keep. Thank you all for watching. I'm surprised you were entertained by this for an hour and a half, but Iron Blaster, you get a special shout out for being here this entire time. Yeah. Good job. A good hourly range right there, says Eric. I have to make a PayPal account now. Iron Blaster says he's got some clips to make it worth his time. Good earned money. It was good earned money, but it was hard earned money, man. My voice is gone. Now, did you make a PayPal? No, I will. I will right now, and I'll DM you on Instagram. Yeah, thank you, Eric. I appreciate it though, but I will never do this again. This was definitely a one-time rate. Jeff earlier asked me if I would do this every week for $40, like theoretically, and I was like, yeah, I'd probably do it depending on like if I make more dollars per hour than I do at my regular job. And I have to work pretty hard at my regular job. I don't do the easiest thing ever. But this was definitely more difficult than strenuous. I know, like, to some people, it might be like, oh my God, he's sitting in his room and getting free money. No, it is hard as hell to speak consistently for an hour and a half. That is difficult to do. And especially if it's not something you're used to doing. And sure, I do live streams like this sometimes. I've done live streams that are longer than this, but more often than not, the longest live streams I have guests with me, and they help me with this. But yeah, the chat was popping tonight, guys. You guys are pretty awesome. Got to admit. Oops, I just demodded Ricky. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. When you said creepy breast and I clipped that. Oh God. You guys have like any last minute questions or anything else that you clipped when I said Lizzie? But I said Lizzie? Is there like I don't even remember. It was a great movie though. The female actors sounded like dudes. Yeah, it was great. Eric, I tried my best. My voice really can't go that high. Like, I can't do a female voice that well. I really can't. Ricky has a question, he says. Yeah, I really gotta end this soon though, because I don't know how much longer I can talk for, and I have to pee. So thanks for the stream, Yasis Versky. Thanks for watching, man. You've been really supportive of the channel recently. He has a question. What are your opinions on Bosnia? I know it's in the Baltics or the Balkans or something. Baltics, I think. It's like it used to be like part of Yugoslavia, and it's relatively unstable. That's all I really know. I mean, I'm sure it's a fine country. Why is the hair was swag? That's terrible grammar. I don't know. This is how my hair usually looks, I think. What's your opinion on Kazakhstan? They used to be part of the USSR. Again, all I really know. Do you remember the stream I was on 3 years ago? Yeah, I do. Yeah, that was a long time. I this might be the most low energy I've ever been on a stream. His hair is pure great. Thank you guys. Really nice. I don't know. Like this is just how my hair looks. The question: do I deserve the ranch on Eric's channel? Have you ever? You've been in his live stream chat like a couple times, I guess. I mean, it's up to Eric at the end of the day. But yeah, so I think that's gonna do it, guys. I'm checked out at this point. Um, thank you again to the sponsor of the stream, Eric, from Eric's World. I really, really appreciate that. Even though I sound like I have no enthusiasm in my voice, I genuinely do. I'm like, I'm really happy that I did this. I'm just like, yeah, I will probably not talk until tomorrow again. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. This will never happen again. I'll see you later. Yasta out.